try something new here on my YouTube channel, that is a unbagging. I know that unboxing is popular in certain circles, and in the era of reducing waste and stuff, have a bag. Endura, which makes cycling clothing, they're based in Scotland, sent me a jersey, a set of bibs. It's their FS260-PRO, kind of figures in their sort of mid-range. You know, it's aspirational for a beginning cyclist, and it's reliable training gear for an experienced cyclist. So with that, I will open it up and go with it. So first we will go with this is the jersey. So the jersey is, let's see, okay, it's black, as you can see. White panel in the front, there's no sublimation, so the black should stay black and probably will take a while to fade. The sleeves are very spandexy with some kind of grid material underneath, which is actually pretty similar to the rest of the jersey. So you can see there and there. Actually, let's get a close-up on the material. It feels almost summer jersey thin, but not super duper thin. The collar has two different materials. It's smooth and lycra on the outside and seems to be the grid material on the inside. It has the Endura stripes in the back. It also is, and I don't know if it's so easy to see, it's kind of a funky shape where it is deeper in the front and gets shorter and then gets deeper in the back again. It'll be interesting to see how that sits on the neck in the riding position. It has, flip around, 5 pockets in the back. Let's see if we can see those. 5 pockets. There's a very wide middle pocket and 2 narrower side pockets, an exterior side pocket on the right side, which you can see there, and then a fat zip pocket in the middle. Oh, and this is a reflective element, which seems to be the only reflective element on the top. So if that's your one reflective piece, and hopefully it can stand out. The pockets are set up along the panels, and the side panel is kind of raised and further back. I guess it's more on your back than on the side, as you can see. Hopefully you can see that. As you see, and what's interesting is it looks like it's thinner material. Let me turn it inside out for a sec. And let's get there. Okay, pockets are here, and yeah, the side panels, which is this one here, it's kind of hard to tell, are thinner than the center back panel, so that should be good for ventilation. It probably stretches a little better, but in the summer it could be sunburn time, I don't know. The pockets too have something kind of funky going on. I'll try to upside up it. So there's a seam here, a stitching here and stitching here, and it appears that the pockets are designed to bellow a good bit so that they, even though they might not stick out a ton on your back, they'll stick out on the inside, and you could probably fill them pretty deeply. The grippers are here in the Endura stripes. It's only on the back. The front hem, as you see, is pretty flat. The idea is, I guess, it'll stick to your shorts more. And that is the jersey. So now on to the shorts, the FS260-PRO short. Okay, so it has the name. It's not exactly a exciting or memorable name. FS260-PRO doesn't inspire particular love or interest or to understand what it is, but it is very no nonsense in the way that I guess Endura wants to be seen as just practical, straightforward team riding gear. Let's start with the chamois. Turn it inside out. They call it, I think it's the 600 series pad for them. Here, I'll turn it upright. In fact, I brought a saddle we could push it up against. So, whoops, you see, it appears to have 3 densities, or is it 4? More like 4 densities, with the sit pads being the thickest. Also this waffly stuff you see, the dimples, usually in other pads I've had like this are Good for wicking, which is nice in two ways. One, your butt doesn't feel so soaking wet after you sweat in it. And second, it sticks to your butt a little better, so less sliding around. Another plus. The grippers on the gripper band is fairly, it's not so tall, but it does have a lot of material. On the outside, that's the Endura stripe. It's reflective. And let's go up to the bibs. The bibs themselves, here we go. It's fairly thin. They have sort of a flat band over the edge, which I guess is supposed to sit comfortably on your back. Let's turn it outside out. All right. There's another reflective logo here on your butt. And sort of interesting panel thing. I don't know if it'll matter, but most of the panels are your traditional seam, but on the sides they did more of the flat panel. Not showing that well, like there, flat stitching, which often you see it the other way. I brought a tape measure so I could measure the height of the band at the bottom, and it is a little under 5 centimeters, or just a little under 2 inches, 1.75 inches. The inseam on the small shorts is approximately a little over 9 inches, or other way around, looking a little over 23 and a half centimeters. So one of the odd things or unusual things about the sizing with Endura is like their small jersey. Here, I looked into this ahead of time, is the chest is supposed to be, sort of where this band is, about 37 to 39 inches around, or that's what it's supposed to fit. And I am typically, and that's a small. The extra small is 35 to 37. My chest is around 35 and a half, 36, depending. And I guess a little more if we put on a base layer. So I am a little concerned that the chest will be a little too big and will be flappy, but we'll find out. Oh, also logos on here. One, that's at the chest. You got the collar, you got the right sleeve. These are all a heat transfer, and they feel very rubbery. If you want to keep them, I'd suggest turning the jersey inside out when you wash it so they don't rub against your washing machine. And what I'll do now is I will try it on, tell you how it fits, and then go for a roller ride. And for a more complete review, come back in a month or two when I've had a chance to get sweaty, ride long in it, and better understand what's going on. So thanks for stopping by, and yeah, come back in a little bit and I'll tell you how it goes. Okay, back in. So the sizing, as I said, I think I'm between a small and an extra small. It feels like the small will work. It's, as you can see here, puckering a little, but I'm just worried that if I went to size down, it would I'd be bursting out of the zipper. Probably not, but you know, one can dream. The sleeves have an interesting thing with the grippers, that there's no gripper elastic back here, which is probably because it's a different material, but at the same time, the 3/4 going around seems that it'll probably hold, and the shorts fit. So now it's time for me to ride the rollers and get this test rolling. Thanks for stopping by, and as I said, come back in a month or two and I should have a full workup of how the stuff works, how the stuff writes, how something goes on with it, whether or not you should, indulge some more.